Hello and welcome to week 5 of Nourish and Flourish Through Menopause. This week, we are going to talk about gratitude. It is, yes, another daily mindful practice, but it is very beneficial, as are the others. But gratitude is like one of the highest vibrational frequencies that we can have, and can significantly help us in our lives. So when we are living a gratitude practice, it opens up the communication to our higher consciousness, our soul self, who is our true self. And it allows us to be able to hear or feel or know what she's trying to tell us. And by living with an attitude of gratitude and joy, it's up there with like peace and love and compassion. And it really helps keep us in that high vibe mode to bring goodness into our lives. And when we're bringing goodness in, it comes in all aspects, our mental capacity, our emotional, our physical, our spiritual, our social. It comes to us in all those ways. It helps make us more positive, happier, more at peace, gives us more acceptance of ourselves and of others. It can actually help us realize how worthy we truly are, and then we're more able to give ourselves that love and compassion that we so need and deserve. And when we're living in this joy, it brings goodness to us. It helps expand us and be more open to what we can receive. And just in case you might not be familiar with the vibrations or frequencies, it's not a woo-woo thing. It is part of science. It's physics. And physics says that everything is energy. We all have a vibratory frequency. So when we're living, if we're a living thing, such as a human, an animal, a tree, a plant, we all have a higher vibration than the more inanimate objects like a rock or a chair or a table, but those do have a lower vibration frequency. And because we're human, we're capable of forming decisions and thoughts and emotions. Those emotions have a frequency and a vibration to them too. And like I was mentioning, the high frequency of gratitude equated with joy and peace and compassion and abundance and love. There's also lower frequencies that are often associated with more of your self-imposed limiting beliefs that you've been living with for your whole life that we have talked about, like anger, fear, depression, guilt, shame. All those things are negative beliefs, and they have a very low vibration level. So when you're in that low vibration, you're kind of small. You're kind of closed off and contracted. When you're feeling the high vibrations of gratitude and joy and love and peace, you're open and expanded and ready to receive. When you're small and contracted, you can't receive because there's nothing the universe can give you, because you don't know how to accept it, because you've been living these negative thoughts and low vibrations for such a long time. But they can change because you're human and you can make a choice on how you choose to change your thoughts. But when we are living in a gratitude practice, we're open to all that's around us. We're open to the appreciation and the love that we feel for everything that's around us. We are able to show that by, maybe doing random acts of kindness, or you just have this need to give to others out of love and out of telling them, hey, I appreciate you, or I really love you, or thanks for doing that. When you're giving this goodness, it makes you open to receiving it back from the universe, because the universe does realize it's attracted to the goodness that you're giving. So it will send it back to you and you can receive that goodness. That doesn't happen when you're living with the negative self-beliefs. So because you're often used to living with those negative beliefs, you may feel like you don't really have anything to be grateful for, but it is very important when you're living with a gratitude practice that you are aware, and you are aware of all the goodness that's around you, and you can give that gratitude. So when you're open to all the abundance of the universe, abundance is the same vibration as joy. And when you're feeling joy, you can receive that abundance from the universe. And remember, it's important when you're living in the gratitude practice to always accept everything with goodness. Even if you're in a situation or living in a circumstance in your life that seems pretty negative or non-serving you at that time, still, if you're living the great gratitude practice, you've got to be mindful that you need to bless that also, even though it's not good. You realize that everything that happens to you is for a reason, to make you become a better person or bring you to a better place. So if you bless it and have gratitude for it, the universe recognizes that and will start bringing more good to you. So even though it's difficult to try to have gratitude, it's important, especially if you're feeling depressed or angry or full of shame or guilt or something, to be aware of this gratitude mindful practice and start giving gratitude. Even though you think you might not have anything to be grateful for, but you do, because you're living. You can be grateful for life. You can be grateful for your 5 senses. Your 5 senses open you up to all that's around you. You can start being grateful for your awareness for all the beauty that's around you, that you see, that you feel, that you hear and smell and taste. The food that you have, the clothes that you're wearing, the fact that you have a house to live in, you have running water, you have electricity. There's so many things that you have to be grateful for. So just remember that it's important to give gratitude for what you have, and always find something to be grateful for. And that includes menopause. Now, part of you is probably already living in gratitude because you're grateful for the decision that you made, hopefully, for watching and being part of this program and learning the quick fixes I gave you for helping with your symptoms, and for the mindful practices that I'm reminding you about, and putting those into action to help you to be able to accept this menopause. But if you choose to allow menopause and the symptoms to rule your life and keep you as a victim, you're giving all your power away to menopause, to this time in your life, and it will help keep you small. But if you can change your attitude have an attitude of gratitude for menopause, and just open yourself up to all the possibilities, what is this journey all about? Think of all the possibilities that are available to you once you make it through this transition, or even while you're going through this transition. Who you're becoming. Notice how your body is changing, and being grateful for having your body and living at this time to be able to experience this. And know that you have so many possibilities of what's on the other end for the next half of your life. That's an amazing thing to be grateful for. So I hope you agree with this. And if you're wondering how you can keep this gratitude practice working, we're going to cover that in the next video. So I'll see you then.